So if you've been on Facebook, Instagram, or any social media lately, you would have seen an ad for these shoes. And in their ads, they claim that these are indestructible. They show guys stepping on nails and them not puncturing it. They show people taking angle grinders to it, hacking it with a machete, hitting it with a sledgehammer, doing all sorts of stuff, and they're not wrecking these shoes. I accepted the challenge and I'm going to try to destroy these shoes. I'm actually pretty confident I'm going to be able to, because I am not going to rest until I do. At first glance, I have to say I like the style and the feel of this shoe. It's very light, and one thing I like the best about this that a lot of other steel-toed shoes don't do is this. They're super flexible, yet you can't puncture a nail through it, which I don't understand, because the steel-toed shoes that I have on now, they have a steel plate in the bottom and they actually don't bend that well because of that steel plate, and they kind of make for an awkward walk. I'll leave a link in the description to Indestructible's website where you can purchase your own pair of shoes. They have many different kinds and styles of shoes. They have men's and ladies. They have boots even. And also, when you're at checkout, use the coupon code WESH61 to get 20% off of your purchase. For this test, I'm going to start off by stepping on some nails, followed by I'm going to smash it with a sledgehammer. And then I'm going to take an axe to the toe to see if I can break the fabric or even get into the steel toe. And then I'm going to take an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel to it. And then to finish it off, I'm going to light it with a torch. Okay, first test is stepping on some nails. I can feel the nails going into the soles, but I got my full weight on that shoe. They're not going through. I don't know how this works, but there is no nail holes in the bottom of this shoe. I inspected this very closely and I cannot see a single nail hole. So I've set the shoe on a rubber mat just in case I miss. I don't want to wreck my concrete floor. So I think I'm just going to start off by giving this light hits, and then I'll gradually get harder. Well, this test didn't fare too well. The steel toe did dent in a bit. I can feel that it's bulging here in the sides, and also the fabric is tearing on the toe. Well, I still have one good shoe left. Let's put this one to the side. We'll save it for the burn test. Let's take the axe to the toe of this. All right, well, I think I'm just gonna start by taking the axe to the toe. Yeah, and as expected, that fabric is ripping. Now let's try hitting the sole of this shoe. Wow, I would say that the sole of this shoe is probably the most indestructible part of the whole thing. I mean, it's making shallow cuts into it, but overall, it's holding up really well. I think that's enough of the axe test. I made some good holes in it. Okay, I'm going to be brave enough to do this test with a shoe on my foot. I am a wee bit nervous to do this, but it'll be okay. I live in Canada and I have free health care, so I'm not too worried. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's take it to the workbench and finish the rest. I don't want to do any more with the shoe on my foot. I'm a little nervous, and to be honest, I had my toes curled back into the shoe so that if I did cut through, I wouldn't get my toes. So that is the damage that the angle grinder did with the shoe on my foot, and it just touched the surface of that, and I was actually grinding away at that pretty good. I actually did a little bit more off camera, just kind of playing around, and it's pretty tough. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take the angle grinder and I'm going to try to make a slice through the toe. Right there. There, I'm trying to separate it a little bit so you can actually see the gauge of steel, and it's, I I don't know what gauge of steel that is, but I'm gonna say it's the steel is about an 1/8 inch thick. Yeah, it seems pretty durable. Well, I'm gonna finish this shoe off by continuing the cut that I made in the toe all the way down the middle of this sole, because I wanna see what's inside and I want to know what is making this shoe so darn hard to put a nail through. Okay, I gotta try something else. I have one of these carbide angle grinder wheels that was sent to me. The angle grinder blade, it is just melting the shoe. So I managed to get this shoe cut in half, and I think I figured out why you can't get a nail through these soles. And I think part of the reason is, as you can see here, is the thick rubber sole, and it's kind of in a honeycomb weave. It looks like it has like a fiberglass or something like that, about 1/4 inch thick. And I think that is the reason why you can't get nails through it. It's just a really tightly woven fabric. Now for the last test, I am gonna light the shoe on fire. I have a pail of water here just in case things get out of hand. I don't wanna burn down my shop. And we'll see how fire resistant these shoes are, if they are at all. Okay, just a touch of a flame and it seems to be doing okay. Okay, let's give it some direct heat, see what happens. Ooh. Now I'm kind of curious to know what happens if we hit the sole of the shoe. Yeah, that sole melted a little bit. Let's try to catch this shoe on fire. Light this on fire. Yeah, it appears that these shoes do burn. Yeah, there we go. They do catch fire. You know what, I'm gonna open the door here. It's getting smoky in here, folks. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna put it out now. So overall, I would say this is a pretty good shoe. Now, I put this shoe through some extreme conditions. Like, I don't think it would be very often that someone is gonna take an axe to your shoe or hit it with a sledgehammer or take a blowtorch to it or an angle grinder to it. And I would say it fared up pretty well. Part I love most about this shoe is how flexible that sole is. You can't do that with a normal steel-toed shoe. Yeah, it's just super flexible any way you bend it, and they're super comfortable to wear. So that's it for this video, guys. I'd like to thank you for watching, and please hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and like always, we'll see you in the next one.